I've been joined by former Manchester City manager and current Macclesfield Town boss, Brian Horton. Thanks for joining us, Brian.
You're welcome.
Well, after the weekend's results for City and United, where do you think the title's going?
Tricky one, isn't it? I went to watch Man City play West Brom last Wednesday.
Yes.
And they were tremendous. West Brom just defended for the whole 90 minutes because they had to. And obviously the result they got at Norwich Saturday was again unbelievable. Yeah. They're on fire at the moment, aren't they? But then Man United go and win yesterday 4-0. So I think most of it's going to be down to the game at City, without a shadow of a doubt.
If you were Mancini, what would you be telling the Man City players now?
Same again.
Yeah.
Go and play the same again. They can't play any better. They're playing some great football, scoring goals, 2 clean sheets.
Yes.
Can't do any more than that.
Because a few weeks ago he said the title race was over. 2 days later they go and lose at Wigan, Man United. I mean, do you think Mancini's using a few of his own mind games?
Did you believe him? Did you believe him?
Did I believe him? Not really, no.
No, I think he's playing a bit of mind games. And to be fair, at 8 points it looked like it, didn't it? But then, you know, as you say, United lose at Wigan.
Yeah.
I was at the City games. I told you, and that was the biggest roar of the night.
Yes.
When the Wigan score came in. So who knows?
Yeah.
There's going to be 4 games to go. More twists and turns.
Yeah.
Tricky games. United got Everton.
Yes.
City got to go to Newcastle.
Yeah.
City got to go to Wolves. Wolves are scrapping for their lives, although they haven't won a game, you know, since Mick McCarthy's left.
And it's still 5 points, though, isn't it? So surely United still
5 points from 12. They've got to lose. They've got to lose 2, haven't they?
Yeah.
They've virtually got to lose 2 games, and because I can't see them losing every game. You just cannot. But who knows?
Yeah.
When the pressure gets on, I mean, the top players, both sets of players, but United have been there and done it before.
Yeah.
Some of the City boys have done it with other clubs, but I'm still hoping City win it, obviously I am, and they can't do any more than they're doing. No. It's just a shame that they didn't hit that vein of form a little bit earlier. I mean, I heard the stat this morning on a radio show that is it 2 out of 10 they've won away from home
out
of the last 10, which I didn't realise. So if they've lost it, that's where they've lost it, haven't they? Because the home form is magnificent.
Yeah.
OK, the Sunderland result, but they did well to get a draw out of that.
Yeah.
But still haven't lost at home, which is incredible.
So how do you see the game at the Etihad panning out against United?
Well, I'm going.
Yeah.
It'll be nervous. It'll be a nervous occasion for both sets of fans.
Obviously, United would be happy to take a draw now, wouldn't they?
Oh, they'd take a draw now,
yeah.
Without a shadow of a doubt they would. But they've got games before that, you know. So, but United going there and taking a point would certainly do them. But the way City are playing, they're scoring goals, and I mean, Aguero's top player. I think he's the best player. That's from my point of view.
Yeah.
But the others now are coming alive. Silva started to play again.
Yes.
Nasri's starting to play. Got Toure back, who they missed big time when he went on the Africans Cup. So he's back playing well, although he was injured, but he came on. They're on fire. They're on fire. And if you got the people like they have at the back, and they're having clean sheets on top of that, you know, Joe Hart's top goalkeeper, Company, different class. Kim and Lescott have been very, very good together. They've changed the fullbacks over at times, but the nucleus of the team is excellent.
And this season, Mancini's had to deal with a few characters, hasn't he, along the way, like Balotelli and Tevez. When you were manager of Manchester City, did you have to deal with any types of characters like that?
Of course you do. You want characters. You don't want people that are just subservient all the time. You want characters in the dressing room. And I certainly had characters in the dressing room that I had to handle, and some I bought. I bought Peter Big, who was a larger-than-life character. Walshy was a character. Tony Coton was. Keith Curle was. Niall Quinn was. You have to manage it, but it's gone bigger than that now, hasn't it? You know, with respect, with the money they're earning, and it's gone. I mean, it was obviously Premier League when I was there, but it's gone way out of proportion. And then you have to manage the egos, and that's generally what it is. I mean, Alex Ferguson's been a master of it, and if they don't conform, generally they go, and that probably is how it should be.
Yes.
But Tevez has come back into the fold, and he couldn't do any more. I mean, in these games to come now, that has got to be history, gone, forgotten.
Yeah.
It's what happens now, but you know, it's a shame to think what might have happened had they been together. And that's not knocking Balotelli and Dzeko and all the others. Tevez is a top player. He's a top player, and I don't know the full extent of that. He's saying that he didn't refuse to go on. I mean, that, as I was saying, it's gone now. So, but together, They do look at partnership.
Yeah, because when you were in charge of City, you obviously didn't have the funds that are available now, and yet you still managed to galvanise the side and motivate them. Do you think Mancini's done that?
Oh,
season?
he has. He's a top manager.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. I've met him, and he's a top manager and knows what it takes, because he did it in Italy, and you don't do it with big clubs like this unless you can handle those things.
He's obviously won titles in Italy.
Absolutely,
that'll
of course
stand
he
him
has.
in good stead.
Yeah, he will, and as I say, he's been tongue in cheek, and he's saying it's over. It's never over till there's enough points not to fight for. I tell you, I've been there, and I'm in the same little boat at MacTown now with 3 games to go and 3 points behind.
Well, yeah.
Until it's over, you don't give in.
We had a decent result at home against Crewe on Saturday, 2-2. Were you pleased with that?
Yeah, it was a very good result, because they're a good side. They've been brought up properly. Dario Gradi through the years and now taken over, by a new manager, a young manager, and he knows the psychology of that football club and the standards that they set, and they've got some outstanding young players. We took the lead. Could have got the second. If we got the second, it becomes a different picture. But when we're 2-1 down, the pleasing thing from my point of view is that we didn't pack it in,
exactly.
because it's easy when things aren't going well for you to pack it in.
Yeah.
And they didn't. So that point's kept us in it.
Definitely. And have you got points total in mind? You've got 3 games left.
9 out of 9.
9 out of 9, yeah, of course.
That would definitely keep us up.
Yes.
Who knows? I don't know. 4 points might do it. 6 points might do it. I don't know.
Do you?
We haven't won for a while, and that's probably part of the problem, because it does become a habit.
Yeah.
Man City have got into that habit again, haven't they? They've got into that habit of winning games. So
your next game, Bradford away.
Bradford away.
After the point on Saturday, you must be confident that you can go there and get something.
We haven't been turned over by anybody really. We've played Shrewsbury and Crewe now are decent, Rotherham are decent, and we haven't really been turned over by anybody. So that's the disappointing thing, that we can't get our nose. We did get our nose in front on Saturday, and that's why that second goal would have been vital. So
how important are the home games then in a position like this?
It can be sometimes with pressure. Better off away from home. So there's not much between any side in the division.
No.
We've played Shrewsbury. The difference between even in our league is the strikers.
Yes.
If you've got people scoring goals, it takes the pressure off the people at the back, and then that gives them confidence. And same with both sides now. City are scoring, United are scoring. So I dread to think what the score's going to be like when City play United. It'll be a very attacking game.
So what's the atmosphere like in the Macclesfield dressing room at the moment?
It's good. That's almost a part that you can't believe when you come and watch them train like this morning.
Yes.
There doesn't seem a problem. The problem is that they haven't won enough football games, and then unless you do that, then you're not going to get out of trouble. So we know what we've got to do.
Yeah.
It's in our hands.
So
I think, although we're 3 points behind, I still think it's in our hands. Barnet go to Southend on Friday.
Yes.
If we could go to Bradford on Saturday and win, we come out the bottom 2.
And is that what you're telling the players? Is that
Absolutely.
the message?
Absolutely, of course it is. It's got to be the message. And the message to keep going, which they did Saturday. You can't praise them enough for Saturday because they kept going.
Yeah. OK, well, thank you very much, Brian, for joining us, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.